Welcome to Bluemont Elementary School Improvement Plan. Our mission statement states that Bluemont Elementary staff, parents, and community will partner together to inspire caring, lifelong learners who will become creative, productive, responsible citizens in an ever-changing, diverse society. Along with that mission statement, a little bit more to give you an idea of who we are. Our student population is represented by 56.98% Caucasian students. Our African American population comes in at 8.68%. Our Hispanic population is 18.11%. And then comprising the rest of our student population, other ethnicities bring up 16.23%. Dividing that a little bit further, we have broken up our population into economically disadvantaged and non-economically disadvantaged. Our economically disadvantaged population is 52.08%, and the non-economically disadvantaged population is 47.92%. To give you just a further idea of who we are, our district is comprised of 6,370 students. The town of Manhattan, Kansas, in which Bluemont Elementary resides, is a university town. We have universities of Kansas State University, Manhattan Christian College, and Manhattan Area Technical College. Our town is also influenced by Fort Riley Military Base. So that is a little bit of who we are. The school improvement plan is really here to help us focus on two outcomes that will measure student progress towards those college and career readiness standards. We have divided our goals into kindergarten readiness and social emotional outcomes. According to Dr. Randy Watson, kindergarten is where we find the largest gap in education, academically, emotionally, behaviorally. And because of this, the Kansas State Department of Education has listed kindergarten readiness as their number one outcome. They are prioritizing this outcome above all others. Understanding that this is of the utmost importance, our school, Bluemont Elementary School, is making this a cornerstone of our student improvement plan. We have broken kindergarten readiness down into evaluation and structures. Now you'll notice arrows going back and forth between both of those, and that is due to we need to start with evaluation, and from evaluation build our structures. But in order to assess if we are meeting the needs of our students, we then need to cycle back and evaluate or reevaluate the structures that we have in place. Are they working? Are they best for our student population? If so, what is our growth? If not, we need to change. So the evaluation process is going to be broken down into two main assessment pieces. Our SABRS, which is the Social, Academic, Emotional, Behavior Risk Screening, will be given to all kindergartners at the beginning, the middle, and end of the year. And then along with that, we are going to implement our FAST assessment. That is the formative assessment system for teachers. This is going to be more academic based, where the SABRS assessment is going to be more social emotional based with a little bit of focus on academic. After we disaggregate and analyze the results from that data, we are then going to implement certain structures. Within the kindergarten realm, we are going to implement the MTSS multi-tiered system of support so that we can meet all students in their zone of proximal development and in a setting that best suits each student's need. We are going to focus our instruction with center-based education, and this will allow students to collaborate and build those social skills. And within those centers, we are going to structure that using Kagan-based structures, and that is a research-based model to set students up to learn skills and how to cooperate and become successful with their peers. Along with Sinners and Kagan being the guiding force there, we are also going to explore the sensory world, and we are going to make a strong push for learning through doing. As we continue with these structures, we will again cycle back and reevaluate the strength of these structures, assessing once again the SABRES and the FAST to see if those structures are strong and having the effect that we would hope, or if we need to restructure and implement something new. That is our kindergarten readiness, which again, Dr. Randy Watson said is where we find our largest gap in education. Along with that, and really supporting that, but having that scope through all grades, we come to our social and emotional component. And just like the evaluation and structures that we found in the kindergarten readiness outcome, we also find that same cycle within the social emotional realm, where we are going to evaluate, put in place some structures, and then after those structures have been in play for a while, we're going to come back and reevaluate to make sure that our supports for the students are truly effective. So to begin, we need to look at our evaluation model. Again, we are going to use the SABRES assessment as we did for the kindergarten readiness. This will be K through 6, and again, that is our social, academic, emotional, and behavior risk screening. Along with that, we will have our MTSS social and emotional tiers, which is going to have a similar model to the academic MTSS tier, except this is going to be focused on the social and emotional side. So we're going to have whole group instruction, we're going to have smaller group, and then we're going to have more one-on-one focus for students that need that support. After the evaluation period, we are going to implement these structures. We have the second step curriculum research based model, and that is a social emotional curriculum. We are going to require all teachers to have class meetings at least 30 minutes per week. Another way that we will support the emotional and social outcomes is to utilize our social worker. She will come in and help with class lessons and tier 1 support. And lastly, our structure that we will implement are our social groups, also led by our social worker. And she's going to focus on those groups of students that are affected by deployment, those students that are affected by divorce, and she's also going to implement a group for our students on the autism spectrum. Once again, once these are in place and they have been enacted, we will come back and reevaluate, and we will do that reevaluation 3 times a year to make sure that the structures that we have in place for our social and emotional outcomes are truly supporting our students in the ways that we would need. Here I have the links that I used. I went to fastbridge.org, the KSDE website, and gathered information directly from Dr. Randy Watson from his YouTube videos, focusing on kindergarten readiness and the social emotional outcomes. Again, this is Bluemont Elementary School Improvement Plan. Bluemont Elementary staff, the parents, and the community are going to partner together to inspire caring, lifelong learners who will become creative, productive, responsible citizens in an ever-changing, diverse society.